You say it, big guy.
It's February 19th. It's time for Watcher Weekly.
That's right.
Yeah. Welcome to Watcher Weekly.
Yeah.
You might notice our old pal Steven Lim ain't here.
That's right. That means there's no rules today, baby. It's just you and the Nasty Boys.
The Nasty Boys, Nasty Boy Nation, rise up. While the cat's away, the mice, baby, they get a playing.
All right.
We got dogs here.
Welcome to Watcher Weekly, filmed here in our breather office. A show where we get back, chat, and answer your guys' questions to the best of our ability.
As always, if you want to submit your questions to us, shout out to us on social media. We are Watcher, patreon.com/Watcher, youtube.com/Watcher.
That's right, you missed one. Oh, she wants all of it. Okay, hey, you.
I don't know how dogs work, so
chill out, Dory.
Ryan, how you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah?
I'm great. We got the dogs here. Steven Lim is out in, where's Steven Lim?
He's in New York.
Oh, he's in Big Apple. He's in the Big Apple. Big Apple Steve has returned to the Big Apple.
You can take Big Apple Steve out of the Big Apple, but you can't, because he'll go back to the Big Apple.
Chill out.
Ryan, why did you dress like this? Ryan and I last night realized that we were going to be shooting this without Steven. We got real excited. And I texted Ryan, I was like, oh, I just realized it's going to be a Nasty Boys episode tomorrow. I'm really excited. I said, let's get weird. And Ryan said, oh, I'll get weird. And I guess I didn't know that that's what you meant.
I said I'm going to dress like an insane person, and you said, me too. And this is your normal outfit with a scarf. Yeah. So, I feel a little bit like I've been tricked here.
I mean, I would have loved to wear my cowboy hat, actually. I didn't know. Now I feel sad because I love wearing my cowboy hat. First rule of the Nasty Boys is Nasty Boys stick together. Why don't you wear a backwards cap or something? Next time on Nasty, you know what? I will wear a backwards cap.
There we go. Come on up here.
Wait, how's this? Uh-oh.
Oh, hell yeah.
You're cool. It doesn't really fit my head, though, is the issue.
No, but that might be the style.
Oh, is that how they wear it?
I don't know. You look like you walked off the set of Clerks 3.
No, it really.
Is that, oh my God, could we, hold on. This is a normal-sized human hat that has been literally pushed to the brim.
Yeah, well.
There is no more give on this hat, and yet it's squeezing his giant head like this was its job.
It's tough out here,
It's trying to squeeze some Shayne out of his head.
I'm actually not gonna wear this, but next time there's a Nasty Boy episode, I will bring my cowboy hat. We'll always wear our cowboy hats for Nasty Boy Nation.
Well, it's too late now because you've already hurt my feelings.
Well, we didn't coordinate enough.
I said I'm gonna dress insane.
First things first. We're gonna do a new thing where you can submit your intro for Watcher Weekly. If you live in an interesting area, neat stuff in your town, maybe there's a funny statue. Yeah. Maybe you live by a grain silo somewhere.
Maybe you do it off a roller coaster.
Yeah.
You record a video of you mowing your lawn or something.
Maybe you're scuba diving. Maybe you're
robbing a bank.
Working at a CVS. Robbing a bank.
If you did it at CVS, you could write out "It's time for Watcher Weekly" and about 10 other sentences on the receipt, and you could just hold it up.
That's true.
Receipt humor right there.
Receipt humor.
You like that one, Dodo?
Doesn't look like it.
She hated it.
Record that and send it to askwatcherweekly@gmail.com.
Oh, look at her eyes light up. And there she goes.
And there she goes.
We should get into the, what was the show that just went, sorry. What was the show that just went up? Grocery Run?
Grocery Run. So Grocery Run up this week. It's very fun. Do you want to, these dogs are very well trained. Throw the ball. Oh, Grocery Run went up this week. It's a Steven Lim banger. He is actually in New York, but we are gonna cut to him answering some questions about it later in the show. It's really fun. Philip Wang is the first guest.
He's a great guy. I know Phil personally. Very, very intelligent, nice man. Steven Lim's probably gonna answer these questions on the subway, or do whatever New Yorkers do. I don't know what that is.
From the head of the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah, while eating a slice of pizza, shouting out "LA sucks" or something like that. I'm gonna put this ball back in here.
It's a good show.
It is a good show. I think it's our most chill show.
It's
very therapeutic, actually.
Steven's shows have a vibe to them that I find very relaxing and calming. Both Homemade and Grocery Run. I just kind of bliss out when I watch them.
That is true. There's something nice about watching people just, you know, have a nice chat over groceries. And groceries are a nice way to see into someone's lifestyle. You see what they're eating, see how the proverbial sausage is made, and the sausage being the person, I suppose. and it's a fun time. Then you go back, they go back to their house, have a nice meal, do some chatting.
What's wrong?
Mickey, what is wrong with you? No answer. She never answers me.
So check it out. If you haven't seen it yet, watch it. It's up on the channel. It's incredible. And that's that.
That's that.
Next up,
Tourist Trapped.
What's coming up this week? It's Tourist Trapped.
And this is very important. There was only one episode of Tourist Trapped, and that is because why?
Well, the whole conceit of Tourist Trapped is that it is our way of exploring a city through our unique lenses in sort of a battle hosting way, which is very fun. But the key to that is going to other cities.
Indeed.
Yeah.
We're looking at a city in two different ways. Shane, much more of a fan of the hidden gems, you know, B-side master, guy who likes to unearth things, makes him feel very hip. Mine, I tend to enjoy tourist attractions. I think they're charming. I enjoy the camp. And what it is we kind of go back and forth about I'll show Shane a place, he'll show me a place, and through that we kind of figure out what's the best way to experience a city. And the first city that we explore is in our own very own backyard, Los Angeles.
Los Angeles, California.
Los Angeles, California. The best thing you can do as a viewer if you watch the show and you want to see more Tourist Trapped is watch the hell out of it, share it with your friends, and if it's a runaway hit, maybe we grab a sponsor or something like that, I don't know.
Yeah, God, I feel bad for not wearing my cowboy hat.
I gotta say, I think we ran with us a good one.
Tourist Trapped?
It was a good one.
We had a blast filming it. It was actually the first thing we shot before any other Watcher series.
And we really produced this as if our life depended on it, because in that moment, it kind of did.
And this was before even the company
existed.
Really existed. All the other series were once we were like, okay, these are gonna be the series for Watcher. This was us just being like, oh, let's shoot something. Yeah. Feverish pace.
Yeah, and then we went through 6 places in about 22 minutes flat, so, but it was a fun time.
So look forward to that tomorrow. Let's move on to some questions.
Is it question time?
It's question time.
Oh, and I actually have a question hat.
Well, you were already wearing it, so.
Well, you know, we could Photoshop it out for the rest of the stuff.
Okay,
before.
we'll Photoshop it out for the rest of it.
Just cut off my head right here. It is question time. Look, let's answer some questions.
First things first, let's start with Steven Lim so he can answer a few questions about Grocery Run, which premiered this week.
Here is Steven Lim via the Statue of Liberty.
Yes.
Hey, what's up, Watcher Weekly gang? It's Steven here. As you can tell, I am out of the office this week because I'm on the road filming Worth It this week in the Big Apple, New York City. I was just at Princeton University speaking. One of my episodes came out this week, Grocery Run. And so I wanted to, even though I'm not in the office with Ryan and Shane this week, I wanted to answer some questions for you guys. So let's get right into it. So the first question from YouTube is Luvanmels444? Yeah. Can you post recipes after the episodes? It's a great question, and it had not occurred to me to do that, but yeah, why not? I will reach out to all of the guests for Grocery Run, and why don't we do this? We'll make it a Patreon exclusive. I'll put it up on the Patreon for all y'all out there. We also have episode commentaries and other stuff, so you can check that out there. Patreon.com/watcher. Anyway, next question is from Osaka Rose 2. Steven, what do you think durian smells and tastes like? I have heard many different explanations and never have eaten one myself. I just wonder whether I could stomach trying one. This is a great question, and not gonna lie, I actually did not like durian until around 2 years ago. So I grew up in a family that loves durian, and it's pretty stanky. 2 years ago, I was in Malaysia, and my dad was like, Steven, here's some durian. Wanted to be more adventurous, tried it, and it was delicious. I don't know what I've been missing out my whole life. So the smell is a little bit, can be a little funky, but I would recommend if you try it, eat it in Southeast Asia. It's a lot fresher, they're a lot tastier, and the smell is like, it's a little bit funky, but almost like custardy, fungusy smell, but it's like a little bit sweet too. Okay, next question. This one is from Twitter, from @WallNugget. What made you decide to combine the idea of deep conversations with grocery shopping? It's a really original concept and I adore this show already. I'd love to know your thought process behind it. So the idea for this show kind of came from an amalgamation of different interview shows I've seen. So, for example, Hot Ones and Spooky Small Talk and those kinds of shows make your guests feel uncomfortable. And I thought, well, why don't I just make my guests feel as comfortable as possible? And I think I've had like some of the best conversations with my friends at grocery stores. And you know, as somebody who's in the food world and food media, thought it would be interesting. Next question. This is from @ErasedStyles on Twitter. Would you rather have Ryan or Shane cook for you? Okay, this is a no-brainer. Sorry, Ryan. The answer is Shane. Here's the thing. Ryan will not feel bad serving me something that tastes like a dump. Ryan would actually take pleasure in serving me something that tasted bad. Shane, on the other hand, he's such a perfectionist, and if it sucks, he will literally spend 2 hours doing something and he'll throw it out. You already know the answer, Ryan. I'm sorry. Let's do one more question. This one is on Patreon from Levi. Levy? Steven, I love the show and the promise of all the guests you've got lined up. Having said that, a question for you. If you were a guest on Grocery Run, what would the dish you cook for Sugar Daddy? There's one dish I love to make because it's like both pretty simple but also super tasty, and that is mapo tofu. Mapo tofu, I make a mean mapo tofu. I have a photo, I'll put a photo right here. Boom, that's my mapo tofu. You know, it's complicated enough where it feels like a real dish, you know, like a real chef's dish, but also simple where I can execute it and perfect it every time. And the best part is adding those nice and tingly Szechuan peppercorns. That's like, oh, that's the best part. Okay, all right, that's it. Well, thank you for watching Grocery Run. I've been reading through all the comments. They've been very supportive. That's it for me today. I hope Shane and Ryan didn't butcher Watcher Weekly, and I will see you all when this comes out at VidCon. Bye, guys.
Wow, disappointing that he didn't follow through on filming his question and answer portion on the Statue of Liberty.
He swore to us that he would.
He said, boys, I'm gonna go down there and I'm gonna make the Statue of Liberty my own personal penthouse, and I'm gonna answer all of these questions. It's gonna be the best question and answer session you've ever seen.
He was like, I'm gonna turn Lady Liberty's head into my own personal ping pong room.
Oh. And did he? No.
Nope. All right, but we got some questions for us now. I just didn't feel like we could answer a lot of Grocery Run questions because frankly, we're not involved with it.
Shoot one Grocery Run question at me, I can answer this.
Brittany's got a question.
If you were an item in a grocery store, what would you be and why?
That's a good question. If we were an item in a grocery store, what item would we be and why? Celery!
Are you gonna expand upon that, or am I gonna go say mine and then?
Because that's what I am.
Oh, like a big old celery stalk.
Yeah, I feel like a celery man.
That scans. You're pretty rigid. You appear to be fresh.
Juicy?
I don't know about that part.
Very juicy.
You could pair well with a nice beverage like a Bloody Mary. I think I would be a nice slab of chicken breast. Just versatile.
Raw?
Raw.
Raw.
You know, you got to cook it through, and if it's not fully cooked, it could be bad for you.
Oh, the old Bergmeister.
There's an element of danger here.
Hey, he could be trouble. Steven's gonna love this episode.
Oh, I can't wait for Steven to see this.
Let's both do our impressions of Steven's response to this episode. I have mine locked and loaded. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Wow.
You guys had a lot of fun when I'm not here, huh?
Let's hit some questions. Here's from YouTube. This is Sophia. Okay, so don't sit Ryan and Shane together because they're like those kids in school who wouldn't shut the hell up and kept interrupting the teacher, a.k.a. Steven.
Well, oh, no, wait. I thought there was a light flying around the room. It's just the reflection of my own refraction from my eyeglasses.
Let's pay attention. We are sitting together because it's Nasty Boy Week here.
What happened with the question? What did Sophia
She was saying, like, we shouldn't sit together on the couch because then Steven's got a lot to deal with. But you know what? We have fun around here. We switch up the order so you can look forward to the chaos every 3 weeks.
A rotating carousel of chaos. I will say, though, we're not sitting next to each other on the couch. We're sitting next to each other on a chair and a couch.
That's right, but there's still no Steven here to stop us.
Yeah, there isn't.
No rules. If you'd like to stick around for the Patreon after show, Watcher Weekly Plus, swing by patreon.com/watcher. Did I nail that?
You nailed it, man.
Let's go with Erin Venice Key. Who would your dream guest be if reality and budget constraints weren't an issue? That's probably one for Steven, but you have
I have a little talk show of my own.
Interview show as well.
Steven has called his show the Anti-Hot Ones or the Anti-Spooky Small Talk.
Yeah.
I guess mine's the Anti-Grocery Run.
You hate that show.
I can't stand it.
Because it's better than...
Because it's
better than Spooky Small Talk.
Because it's better than my show. It's got to go. We've talked about this before. I would like to have, you know, the Mulanester. John Mulaney would be fun. Who would be fun in a haunted house?
Betty White.
Betty White, though, that could be a one-way ticket. I think maybe it would be The Rock. The Rock would be the funniest because I can't think of a man who is more manly and large than The Rock, other than maybe Shaq.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Shane.
No. Look, I'm not trying to make you, aspire to be The Rock.
I don't want to be The Rock.
Nor
when I
do
see people that muscular, I get worried I have a fear that if I were that big that my skin would tear.
Oh, because there's just too
There's
much.
too much
there's
inside
too much
of you. It's like
stretching.
a overpacked sausage case.
That's good.
Is that scary?
What if you got a tattoo where the entire purpose of getting the tattoo was that you would get really buff in the chest area?
Oh, so
and it
you-
would stretch out
You
and make
get
funny
like
faces.
a tattoo of like a shriveled little wolf.
Yeah.
And you're like, gotta feed the wolf, baby.
Yeah.
Gotta feed the wolf.
Yeah. Gotta make my pup grow. Oh, and then it's like some people are like coming into the gym to do a free trial to see if they should join. And they're like, what's that noise? I'm like, oh, don't worry. That's just Wolf getting his reps in.
That's Lobos.
That's just Shane growing his pack.
All right, let's move along here. Here's from Hannah Sims on YouTube. I liked having the banner that told us whereabouts we are in the video. Yeah, that's a fun thing we added last week. I don't know. I
Yeah.
included this. It's not the most exciting question, but
Thrilling stuff you have here on the Nasty
you
Boy
noticed last
edition
week,
of Watcher Weekly.
we have a fun little timeline that pops up at the bottom.
Right here, look. We can
Check
make
it
it.
out.
We can make it like rotate like
You
a slot
like that?
machine. Let's pull the slot machine.
It gives you a sense of place.
Yeah, because sometimes the show could be a little squirrely, and you need to know where we are in time.
Jesus, dude. Moving along, Jennifer Miller from YouTube. I can't wait to see how long it takes Ryan and Shane to make Steven weird. It's already started.
Steven was weird before.
That's exactly why I put this question, because Steven, I think, is the weirdest man I know.
I would agree with that.
Here's what I would argue.
Paint a picture with your
And,
hands
well,
and your voice.
I'd like to address this before we paint a picture of Steven.
Address away.
We're weird,
Indeed.
but in a way that if you were at a party with us,
I
a
could pull it
social
together.
gathering, we were having some cocktails. Oh, meet my friends Ryan and Shane. We start chatting with you. You're like, yeah, these guys are a little zany, but yeah, fun to chat with.
I could throw back a couple more cold
Yeah.
ones if they're here.
Steven Lim. The thing is on Worth It, he's with Andrew and Adam, who are also incredibly weird men.
Stoic.
I love those men to bits, but all three of them.
That is true.
Lovely, strange
Now
men.
that can't be lost here. I love me some Steven Lim.
Well, I think it's just like we've mentioned this before, but one of my earliest memories of him was our boss
Yes,
at
this
BuzzFeed
is a good
talking to
anecdote.
him, and he said, "I don't understand what your face means right now,"
It's exactly how
which
he
is
delivered
just
it.
really not something I would have ever think to say to another human.
Yeah. Put it this way. If someone were to tell me right now, in all seriousness, I have some news to tell you, Ryan. Steven Lim is actually an alien. I would go, makes sense. I know.
I wouldn't say that.
You wouldn't be...
I wouldn't
How about
say
this?
that.
Let's play which Watcher founder is an alien.
It's Steven. Here's one from Haley Puckett on YouTube.
Ooh, that's a fun name.
They're so chaotic. I hope Watcher Weekly goes on forever. That's the plan. I mean, the final episode of this, God willing, is a live stream of the last Watcher Boy's funeral.
I was gonna say, I would love for the last episode of Watcher Weekly to be at my funeral. I'd be propped up on one of those like spinning rotunda things that they have at like the Gap.
Yeah.
And it'd just be my body in this suit, full Manchu, and I'd be holding up a Watcher mug like this. And people would tell funny little tales about me as I spun around behind them.
There'd be a little Bluetooth speaker inside you with your old man voice saying, "Subscribe to Watcher. Subscribe to Watcher." Here's one from James on Patreon. Did y'all ever watch Supermarket Sweep? What game show would you most like to go on, current or not?
I think the game show I would like to go on, and I would like it to be all three of us though,
Yes.
and only three of us,
Yes.
is Slippery Stairs.
What is that?
Slippery Stairs is a Japanese game show.
I feel like, I mean, I've seen a lot of Japanese game shows where there are people falling down slopes.
It's a game show where a rank of contestants, their only objective is to get to the top of a set of stairs that happen to be very, very slippery. And the closer they get to the top, they pour more lube on them,
Very funny.
and it's hilarious. I would like to go on it because that's when our true competitive nature would come out, and by we, I mean Steven Lim.
yeah.
Steven Lim would injure me, I feel like, to try and get to the top of those stairs, and I
Probably.
respect him for that.
Steven's been very outside of a certain aspect of competition that has arisen in a show that we are producing, but
That is true.
Ryan and I have competed a lot recently in something we're shooting for the future.
How's that gone for you?
It hasn't gone great for me. You'll actually see some of it in Tourist Trap tomorrow.
That is true.
But I'm not good at really not a lot of physical things.
Yeah, I would say I'm a pretty competitive person, but Steven Lim is more competitive than me.
Yeah, it's a good thing that he is not involved in any of this.
I'd love to see him. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see him try and get up those slippery stairs and what he'd do and what he wouldn't do.
All right. Since it's nasty boy time, why don't we just chill for a bit here? It's the end of the show.
Yeah.
Feels good, you know?
It was good. You know, there's a lot more room on this couch.
Yeah.
The room doesn't smell like...
Of whatever food he's recently eaten.
That's true. Gold-encrusted fingertips.
Yeah.
Anyways, fun times. What do you think Steven Lim is doing right now in New York?
He's probably hosting Saturday Night Live.
I could see it.
Yeah.
Do you think he's ever coming back?
Oh, he'll come back.
He hasn't answered any of our phone calls.
He did not answer our call earlier.
That son of a gun. He spends 1 hour in New York and he's already big timing us. Big Apple Steve, big time in the big boys.
This has been fun.
This is a good time. I think we might be done here. There's not much more we could do. We've chilled out in Watcher HQ just for you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep rhyming here, but I'm running out of rhymes.
Well, you know what to do. If you want to reach out to us, hit us. Oh!
Oh!
Wait a minute. We have a big special announcement.
We do?
Yeah!
What's the announcement?
The Nasty Boys are going to be on network television.
Oh, yeah!
I know we've been teasing it.
We have been teasing that we are on a Searing Network drama, and that drama is
SWAT.
We are going to be on SWAT.
CBS's SWAT.
We're going to be...
I am SWAT's Shane Madej, and that is SWAT's Ryan Bergara.
That's
and
how
we
we're
will be addressed as such at least through the middle of March.
Every room I walk into, I'm going to hire one of those guys that would announce people on Old England.
I don't know exactly what day it's airing.
I believe it's on March 18th.
Should we double check? Your phone is saying
Siri
a lot.
thought I was...
Siri's been transcribing this whole thing. March 18th.
March 18th.
On CBS.
Mark your calendars. You're going to see these two ridiculous mugs in the SWAT universe.
We don't want to say too much about it, but we are playing online investigators.
What a family they have over there. One of the most lovely experiences I've ever had. That's a genuine thing I'm saying right there.
They're all
I
incredible.
greatly enjoyed it. And yeah, I'm excited for all you guys to see it. So
I can't believe it. It's delightful.
it is very fun.
It's good.
Thank you for watching Watcher Weekly. Make sure you send in your questions to the aforementioned social media accounts, or you could comment directly on the video, which would be Tourist Trap tomorrow, and maybe you might be on the next episode of Watcher Weekly if we include your question. And if not, thank you for submitting.
We tried.
And also make sure you send in those intros.
Send them in!
Send in the It's Time for Watcher Weekly.
AskWatcherWeekly@gmail.com.
Yeah.
You know, maybe you're hanging upside down. Ooh,
Or bouncing on a trampoline.
Yeah, on a trampoline.
Or
Or
skydiving, or you know,
you're
base
in the middle
jumping.
of a hot dog eating contest at the county fair.
Bungee jumping at
You
the
got a
Grand
funny-
Canyon.
Maybe you got a pet pig.
Or maybe you're watering your nice little plant.
Your chrysanthemums.
Chrysanthemums.
Yeah, it's a lovely little flower. All right, well, we'll see you next week.
All right, see you guys later.
Bye-bye. That was a good episode. Steven's gonna love it.